To the Pope and the President. This is the fourth time President Biden and Pope Francis have met, but today's meeting holds personal significance for the commander-in-chief and comes amid deep political polarization in the U.S. over abortion rights as well as infighting within the Catholic Church as to whether Biden, a longtime supporter of a woman's right to choose, should be able to receive communion. So joining us for more on this is George Mason University professor Helen Alvaré, who is also a member of the dicastery at the Vatican for Lady, Family, and Life, and an ABC News contributor. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, Professor, let me start with the fact that Biden calls himself a devout Catholic. He attends Mass every weekend. We see the images of him at Mass in Wilmington in D.C. So that photo of Pope Francis, he has a photo of Pope Francis in the Oval Office. So what's the significance of today's meeting with Pope Francis in your eyes?
Well, I think its first significance is probably personal to him. I think a lot of people are looking at this within the context of the American fight over the politics of abortion, and also over the question of whether someone who supports, imposing a tax on Americans now to pay for abortion can also say, I am a strong Catholic. The language of I am a devout Catholic or a good Catholic, we don't really use that in the church. That's more something a politician says to the press or the press calls a politician. I would dare say that most people who are saints, announced saints in the church, probably in their lifetime didn't say, I'm a good Catholic, I'm a devout Catholic. That has become more of a political term than a theological one.
And Professor, I want to catch people up here on this whole matter of communion and the president and politicians. In just a few weeks, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops will convene to issue a document that will likely ask pro-choice Catholic politicians, including President Biden, not to receive communion because of their views on abortion. The president has called his very public clash with the bishops, quote, a private matter. Following today's meeting, reporters asked the president if he discussed abortion with the Pope. The president says they did not, but Biden did say that Pope Francis told him, quote, he was happy, I'm a good Catholic, as you were just mentioning there, that phrase of a good Catholic, and that he should continue to receive communion. So what message is Pope Francis sending to Catholic leadership by meeting with President Biden today? And also, do you believe that things happened the way that the president described them?
We will never know the truth of that statement, which I think we're just going to have to resign ourselves to saying we'll never know if those words were said. Again, it doesn't seem to me the kind of thing that any pastor, priest, Monsignor, bishop, pope says to somebody. When you go and you speak to a religious pastor, as Catholics, we say, well, we're always on the road trying to be good. We fall down a lot. We repent. We repair to what the Pope always calls, the field hospital that is the church. So again, Biden's statement to me sounded like a political characterization of things, and we're just never going to know if the exact words were said. With regard to the Bishops' Conference, I'm not sure we really know what might happen in a few weeks. I'll be a participant on a committee not related to that topic, but to another. So it'll be a very interesting couple of weeks coming up. But I'm not sure we know which way they're going to go on this. There's two things of significance. One is we understand scientifically, embryological textbooks say abortion is the destruction of a developing human life. If that isn't serious, and going against Catholic teaching on that isn't serious, what are we serious about? That's one of the legs of Catholic social teaching, respect for life. Does that mean we don't have to have a special option for the poor anymore? Can we change that? Do we not welcome migrants with open arms? Can we change that too? This is a, larger question than just abortion. It's, do we believe what we say we believe? And is it a good thing to instantiate in law, which the president says he would like to do, compelling every American with their tax dollars to cooperate in destroying vulnerable life? Big questions.
Big questions indeed, a political and a religious debate. And believe it or not, sometimes those two kind of clash. Helen Alvaré. We also want to ask you on another issue that we also learned that the two leaders spoke passionately on climate change. They have both called climate change a moral responsibility, but this is not unusual for Pope Francis, who has been so outspoken on so many social issues.
Yeah, I think the Pope used the words in print of do radical things at the climate summit, and if you look at Catholic teaching on this, our principles are consistent right across the board. We have the expression of the consistent ethic. Respect life, don't kill it. And when this life is born until the moment of its natural death, take care of it. And one of the things we also hold beside that is to care for the planet. God created all of it. He created human beings. He creates the planet. And if we actually care for one another, we have to sustain the planet as well. The Pope is completely consistent in his beautiful respect for what he calls integral ecology, respect for life, respect for creation.
All right, Professor Helen Alvaré. I think I said your name maybe pronounced it 3 different ways, so I apologize for that.
I'm really too far off. Thank you so much.
It's great to have your expertise. We really appreciate you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.